Hello! So today I have been requested to talk about my vinyl collection. So I'm going to be talking about the vinyls I have as of 1 month of owning my record player, which is a Crosby record player. I forget exactly what number it is, but it's over there. And I love it so much. I recommend these record players. Mine is limited edition, so it has this gold detailing, but you don't need that. It's just extra because, I'm extra. So recommend those, and yeah, let's get started on my vinyl collection. So to start off my collection, I have The Doors by The Doors, and this is a really good album to just kind of put on when you don't really know what you want to listen to. And it has Break On Through, Soul Kitchen, The Crystal Ship, 20th Century Fox, Alabama Song, Whiskey Bar, Light My Fire, Backdoor Man, I Looked at You, End of the Night, Take It As It Comes, and The End. My favorite song on this album would have to be End of the Night. I really like it. I really enjoy it. Jim Morrison is cool. I mean, that's really all I have to talk about when it comes to this album. The album artwork in itself is iconic. You can't I apologize, my dog is at my door. And yeah, I recommend you listen to it. So the next album I have to talk about is not exactly an album, but it is this dog, I swear. But it is a a group of singles, but these are the remixes of the song Out of My System. And the Washed Out remix is my favorite of all time. I love it. It's one of the only remixed songs I will listen to. It's just so good. Next I have an iconic album. It is Pet Sounds by the Beach Boys. And I love the Beach Boys. I love the Beach Boys. This album's really awesome. It's iconic. This is just yes. And it has some of my favorite songs on it, Wouldn't It Be Nice, and You Still Believe in Me, and I'm Waiting for the Day. That's a really good one. And God Only Knows, which is, that's a classic. You think the Beach Boys and you think God Only Knows. And Pet Sounds is also an amazing song. Now the next album, or should I say albums, is kind of an interesting story. So this past Christmas, I was I want a record player, and the first album I want to have is Songs for Young Lovers by Frank Sinatra. My all-time favorite Frank Sinatra album. So that's what I told people when they asked me, what do you want for Christmas? I was like, Songs for Young Lovers, and they were like, okay. So it turns out I actually have two. Yeah, this is a 45, so, this is the other artist things, more capital popular vocalists, but it's separated into two 45s, which is an interesting way to kind of, sort the music up, I would say. Then, of course, I have it on the standard LP. It's a really good album. I love it. It has your classic The Girl Next Door, They Can't Take That Away From Me, Violets for Your Furs. Oh my god, favorite song. My favorite song off of this has to be Violets for Your Furs. It's just so good. It's so good. I love it. It's great. The next album is Origin of Symmetry by Muse, and I love Origin of Symmetry. It's my favorite Muse album. I love Muse, personally. They are one of my, favorite bands. But specifically this album is just awesome. My favorite song off of this album is probably Plug-in Baby, because it's just so good. But Space Dementia, Bliss, Newborn, Citizen Erased, Microcuts, Dark Shines. Okay, just all of these are so good. Megalomania is really awesome too. That's a really good song. The next album is Crosby, Stills, and Nash. The iconic Crosby, Stills, and Nash. And I actually haven't listened to this one that much. The next album I have is Pink Floyd, Wish You Were Here. Another really good album that I haven't listened to that much. So it comes, there was another special wrapper on it, which was black, but I took it off because it was packaging and I threw it away. I probably should have kept it, whoops. But it comes with this on it, and then on this side there is this. And then you unveil it, and then there is this sleeve, and it has the lyrics and the songs on it. And then inside of that one is another sleeve, which is a plastic sleeve for protection of the vinyl. And it has a really cool design on it, in my opinion. Like, I think it's really cool. You can't, my camera's not picking it up. But there you go. It's really neat. I like it. And, yeah. So, on side 1, there is Shine On You Crazy Diamond. Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. Part 4, Part 5. And then on side 2, Have a Cigar, Wish You Were Here, Shine On You Crazy Diamond, 6, 7, 8, and 9. And Pink Floyd is, of course, like one of the greatest bands of all time. You know, a lot of people like complain, they're like, they're too slow. But really, you know, they aren't. The next album is A Charlie Brown Christmas by Vince Guaraldi. I can never say it right, don't judge me. Trio. And this is the #1 Christmas album. It's a great Christmas album. Listen to it. Listen to it not even like when it's, listen to it when it's not even Christmas time. It's just like awesome. Okay? And, you know, it has like information on the record on the back. And it has, you know, side 1, side 2. I love Charlie Brown. It's like, it's my heart. I have a Snoopy plush toy, and it's like what I grew up on as a kid, and I have like history book. It's just great. So it has every single song from A Charlie Brown Christmas on it. The next album I have is another iconic album. It is, oh my god, you can see like everything, it's so shiny. But this is Queen the Game. Fantastic album, iconic. It has iconic artwork. I want this artwork on a t-shirt. Like, how cool would that be? This would be awesome. I love Queen, one of my favorite bands of all time. I have a Freddie Mercury poster on my wall over here. And it's just so cool. So, side 1 has Play the Game, Dragon Attack, Another One Bites the Dust, Need Your Loving Tonight, Crazy Little Thing Called Love. Side 2 has Rocket, Prime Jive, Don't Try Suicide, an iconic song, Sail Away Sweet Sister, Coming Soon, and Save Me. Great album, listen to it if you haven't, if you want to get into Queen, if you've never really listened to Queen, but except for like Bohemian Rhapsody or like whatever, you should like listen to like this album because you won't regret it. And now the album I've been saving for last is my favorite, I want to say this is my favorite album of all time, give or take a few, but I love this. I love this album so much. I love this band so much. This band is Radiohead, and this album is Kid A. And it is my all-time favorite album, I think. It's my favorite by them. Yeah, so it's so good. It's so good. I love Radiohead. I saw them live at ACL, and that was awesome. That was so cool. Like, they just blew my mind. I couldn't stop, like, freaking out. And I still freak out thinking about it. And I want to see them again. And yeah, so this album is a must-have for me. If I had to, like, go on a desert island and, like, I was by myself, this would be, like, one of the albums I would bring with me. I would listen to it endlessly. So the songs it has on it are Everything in Its Right Place, Kid A, The National Anthem, How to Disappear Completely, Tree Fingers, Optimistic, In Limbo, Idiotech, Morning Bell, and Motion Picture Soundtrack. All of the songs are amazing. My favorite, I love Everything in Its Right Place. You can't, like, go wrong with that song. That's, like, an iconic song. Idiotech is awesome. It's awesome. Kid A is great. The National Anthem's great. Motion Picture Soundtrack is great. Everything is great. I can't, like, pick one. Oh my goodness. Okay, so how this works is the sleeve opens up, okay, and you get this, right? And then inside of those, there is another sleeve, and this is side A and B, but they call it alpha and beta, you know. So that's neat how they have that set up. There's so many like sleeves and stuff. That's the one thing about, you know, vinyl, is that you need to be really delicate like with the sleeves, otherwise it can get damaged, and like that's not good. So this is Delta and Gamma, and I just can't put this down. It's so good. It sounds so great on vinyl. I'll throw a clip of it in here. Anyways, I hope that you enjoyed my vinyl collection and everything. And if you want to see me like talk about vinyls and stuff, or talk about anything, or you just like me, you can subscribe. I would really appreciate that. I am almost at 700 subscribers, and that would be so cool if I could reach that. Bye!